Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Hari Om Tat Sat. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, 9th chapter, Raja Vidya Rajaguhya Yogam, Sloka number 4. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Maya Tadamidam Sarvam Jagadavyaktamurtina Matsthani Sarvabhutani Nachaham Teshvavastitaha Nachamasthani Bhutani Pashyame Yogamaishwaram Bhutabhrunna cha bhutastaha Mahatma bhuta bhavanaha Mamatma Mamatma. In this chapter, Bhagavan Krishna, in the first three shlokas, he introduced the subject matter and he praised the topic also to create the interest in the Arjuna's mind, in the listener's mind. After marketing his teaching in the first three shlokas, from 4th shloka onwards up to 10th shloka, now Bhagavan is going to glorify the Nirguna Ishvara Swarupam, Arupa Ishvara Swarupam or Gnanam. Now, then what about the Ekarupa Ishvara and the Bahurupa Ishvara? Ekarupa Ishvara is also talked about in the Shastra, in Bhagavad Gita also, and in the other Upanishads. But Ekarupa Ishvara is a stepping stone practice for you to develop the devotion and the commitment towards the Ishvara, Ekarupa Ishvara. So very easily mind will attract and focus on a Saguna Nama Rupa Ishvara. So that is a stepping stone only, but don't think that is the ultimate. Because any Nama Rupa is not permanent. They will keep on change. When they change and the Namarupa created in a particular time, so in particular place, so Desha Kala effect will be there on the Namarupa, even including the form of the Ishvara. Form of the Ishvara also. Rama came and went off. Krishna came and went off. So in this way, Nama Desha Kala effect will be there. But it is useful for a beginner to start with. Then Bahurupa Ishvara, considering all the forms, all the names and different gods are all one and the same. So Bahurupa Ishvara Gnanam, Upasana will help a person to grow further and his mind becomes broad-mindedness. Vishala Hrudayam. Expansion of the mind when you come to the samashti thinking. But that is also not the end. Upanishad says that it is only a one stage again. It is a stepping stone. Then you have to go further from that to the final stage is Arupa Ishvara. Nama Rahita, Nama Rupa Rahita Nirguna Arupa Ishvara. Here Bhagavan Krishna is talking about that Arupa, Nama Rupa Rahita Ishvara. Ishvara Swarupam. Ishvara's nature, characteristics. So while talking about this, in the fourth and fifth shloka together, we have to see. We have completed already both of these shlokas. Just to remind about particularly the contradictory statement given by the Lord. In these two shlokas, first of all, Bhagavan wants to bring out three features of this Arupa Ishvara. Arupa Ishvara or Brahman, Chaitanyam, Atma, consciousness is one and the same. Okay? One is, it is Avyaktam. It is not, Avyakta means unmanifest one meaning. Here, in this context, we have to take it as a formless. When there is a form, then only it is Avyaktam. Now, here if you say Avyaktam, Atma is now not there, it is hidden. Nama Rupas may not express many times and then they are unmanifest. Now they are manifested. Okay? Until the pot maker create the pot, the form is unmanifest in that mud. Yes? Then he brought out that form and given the name. But here when we are talking about the Brahman, Arupa Ishvara, it is not that meaning. Avyaktam means formless. It is always formless. Because it is formless, it is nameless also. Nameless also. So Avyaktam, that is the first feature, characteristics of the Ishvara Brahman. And secondly, Bhagavan says here, Sarvagataha. I am talking about the fourth shloka because there we saw in the last class three features of this Arupa Ishvara or Brahman. Sarvagataha. Forms and names are this object and that object. They were not all pervading. If this form is here one and this form is not there, it is only here. This form of the body is here, but that form of the body is there. This form is not there. And you take anything in this world, everything is earth only, earth is not the water. Water is water only, water is not the fire. But don't tell that, I mean, Upanishad said, no, earth came from the water, water came from the fire. I am not talking from that sense, but generally if you see, earth is earth, water is what? Fire is fire. But if you say Sarvagatam, naturally it should be a formless. Because it is already, everywhere it is there. So this is one statement. And what Lord says in the first line of the fourth shloka, Idam sarvam jagat maya tatam. This entire Namarupa Prapancha is pervaded by me. This we will see with one example. For example, you imagine this statement is told by the ocean. Okay? Because Brahman said, Krishna said, but Krishna is having form. But in what sense he is telling Maya? By me, this entire Namarupa Jagat is spreaded, pervaded. If you take this example, we can understand. Ocean is talking. This is ocean is talking. What it's saying, ocean? All the waves. I am pervaded in all the waves. Yes, that's correct. Ocean saying. But waves are, from the wave standpoint, these all waves are comparing and seeing the differences. Each wave, small wave, big wave, and one wave born in a particular time, and that wave dies in some other time, and again in that the speedy waves are there, slow waves are there, small, big. So names and form all are formed. But by forming these names and forms in the waves, is it affects in any way to the ocean? So ocean telling from its standpoint, Maya tadamidam sarvam, and Jagat, by whom? Me, by formless me. Avyaktam word here we have to correctly take. Formless me supporting all the names and forms. That is the meaning. Therefore, I will tell you, all the names and forms are in me. Masthani sarva bhutani. But he says immediately, but I am not in them. See, this point very, no, that's why he said it's a contradictory statement. Like, that's why these examples again, last class we have discussed, but again today I am telling, I will take from the downwards. I am not in them, but they are all in me. And I am alone pervaded in all the names and forms. Contradiction is there here itself. You are telling they are not, I am not in them. I am not in them. Na cha aham teshu. I am not in them. But they are all in me. And I only pervaded. Contradiction. Now, how to solve this contradiction? Along with the next line's first line. There again, clear contradiction. He says, just opposite to this, Mastani Sarva Bhutani. All the names and forms are in me. But Nacha Mastani Bhutani. All those names and forms are not in me. See, totally it is. All are in me, he said. Then again he says immediately, without any gap. Okay? Without any gap, they were all not in me. I have pervaded, everything is pervaded by me. But here again, nothing, I am not in them. They are in me, they are not in me. I am in them, I am not in them. Totally bluff like it looks, contradiction statement, meaningless. Either you say they are in me or they are not in me. Why you say both? And same way, by me only everything is pervaded, but I am not in them. All this together, we have to come to the conclusion gradually by 6th shloka, it will get clarified. It looks like contradiction. But anyhow, in the fourth shloka, third feature also, I am the Sarvadharam. By this, we come to know that Mastani Sarvabhutani means Sarvadharam or Adhishtanam. So, three features about the Brahman, about the Arupa Ishvara, is three features are told. Formless, all pervading, and all supporting. All supporting. Formless, supporting all the forms, all pervaded but not affected by the names and forms. But the names and forms cannot exist or appear without this Sarvadharam. Okay? Now, in this way, 3 points are brought out here. And in the fifth shloka, plus sixth shloka also, the fourth feature of the Brahman, the Arupa Ishvara, is Asangaha, unattached. Actually, this is the very crux of that statement. By saying all that they are in me, they are not in me, I am in them, really I am not in them, this is that's Asangaha, unattached. Then here what he says, Nachamastani Bhutani, but you see my Yoga Aishwaryam, Aishwaram. Yoga Aishwaram. Yoga means my magic. Okay, see my glory. Aishwara means glory. Astambha Paryantam. Abrahma Stambha Paryantam. Abrahma, Brahmaji to a small blade of grass. Okay. All of them, they were not in me, according to his statement. But I am the supporter of them and I am unattached to them. Aishwaram Yogam. That means because of my magical power, my Maya Shakti, see this Pashya, he says, Pashya me Yogam Aishwaram. Look at my Paramarthika Satyam and see my magic power of the yoga and my glory. What is happening? What is happening? Because of my Maya, my glory is that which is not there makes it to appear. Aghatita Ghatana. See this Ghatana, this happening. What is that? Shrujana Shakti, creating power, which is really not there, but I make it to appear. Which is not really there, but I make, that is one Indrajalam only. No magician, what he will do? He makes us to feel that it is there, which is not there. So my Maya Shakti power is like that. It is doing because of my presence. Really, these differences were not at all there. Vastavam, in reality, these Vedams, Sakala Vedams are not there. But it makes all these Vedas are happening. Okay? This Asangaha statement came in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Asango nahi sajjate. Asangaha. Who? When he is Agnivedya talking about that Atma, Brahman, it is Asanga, unattached. Therefore, it never gets contaminated, never gets diluted, never gets mixed with anything. Therefore, the meaning of this Yogam Aishwaryam Pashya, But Bhuta Bhrit, I am only the creator of this Mithya Namarupa Prapancha. I am only the creator, Bhuta Bhrit. Because I am the creator of these things, they affects me, or really am I involved in that? Am I get stuck in that? Am I get attached in that? Nacha bhutastaha. Bhutabhrit, I am the creator. Here altogether, I am the creator, I am the sustainer, I am the destroyer. But because of doing these actions of Srishti Sthiti Laya, I am not get affected in any way. In any way. After telling ending, therefore, this is all Mamatma. Mamatma means I myself become and appearing, as though become and appearing all these names and forms. Mamatma and Bhuta Bhavanaha means I brought out all the Namarupa Prapancha, the whole 14 worlds, Brahmaji to everything. But in fact, they were not real. They were not real. Anyhow, our gross mind cannot grasp what is this confusion. It will think like that. It is so simple. This you don't take so seriously. Somebody talking to somebody talking about this somebody. You put in the place of these statements as Lord speaking. I told, put the ocean in that place. Okay. Or now put the waves and waves talking. From wave standpoint, what they talk, what they can talk, only bhedams and differences only they can talk. From not only that, the wave go and ask the water. Water. See, this ocean is so terrible. It creating so big things. I am living and created another wave, and that wave came and hitted me. So all these things, it goes and asks the water. So from the Ishvara standpoint, ocean means Ishvara, wave means Jiva. Now, if the ocean questions the water or wave questions the water, what answer can the water give? What answer the water can give? The water feels funny. What you're talking? You're talking ocean. Where is the ocean? And you are telling that wave, this wave, small and big. Where is that? Apart from me, nobody is there. Wave is also water, ocean is also water. From the standpoint of the water, you tell me. Any dialogue, any drama, any complaint, any confusion, if ocean speaks. Therefore, from the Paramarthika standpoint, the water is the Brahman, Ishvara and Jiva, Jagat, all are Mithya. It is Veshti Samashti difference only. That's why it is very essential after Ekarupa Upasana and Bhakti and all that Bahurupa, you have to drop them. Otherwise, you never gets freed from this samsara. This is what Advaita Vedanta says. You are the water. Now think, Bhagavan keeping himself in the position of the Brahman, Atma, water, then talking. What? I am the supporter of all these things. Water is the supporting the ocean, water is supporting the waves. small, big, and but in fact waves are real. Our ocean is real. Water is real. If you understand this example, these statements are all will become very clear and simple. Okay, you have to think again. That's why the gross example is very essential. Simply by telling you 3-4 different contrast statements, the meaning is that. Okay. If this ocean, water and the waves example understood well and good, or so many other examples we keep on telling the Vedanta, the mirage waters and the blueness of the sky, then rainbow, okay, or our own dream is still best example to analyze our own dream. These are all examples we already many times analyzed. They appear, but they were not real. And our own dream also. So I am the creator of the dream, I am the enjoyer of the dream, and I am the destroyer of the dream. But there is any reality in the dream? Am I affected by my own dream? Even you need not to think about the Brahman, Atman, I am not able to grasp. See, mind is only dreaming. Our own mind dreamt. But when it came out of the dream, it knows that I am not affected by the dream. Yes or no? This is our, in the same way now, as I am the consciousness, even I am not the mind, I am the consciousness, no way, in any way, I am affected by these three avasthas. These three instruments of body, mind and intellect. Then, that's why in Lalita Sahasranama, one name of the Ambal is Mithya Jagadadhisthana Ye Namaha. Mithya, you are the base, Adhisthana, supporter of the Mithya Jagat Adhisthanaye. Mithya Jagat. Again, same apply. I am the supporter of the dream. What is the dream? Mithya. It is only projection. It is only projection. If dream is projection, and waking also is a projection, and sleep also is a projection. In Brihadaranyaka we saw that all are vrittis only. Three are vrittis of the mind. Vritti parinamameva avasthatrayam. But Sakshi, not at all changing. Sakshi Chaitanyam, I illumine all the three stages. Those words of the Lalita Sahasranama, many very clearly tells about this Advaita Vedanta concept. Supta Pragnatmika Turiya Sarvavastha Vivarjita. That one word, one sentence, one namam, two namams are enough to tell the entire Vedanta. Supta Pragnatmika Turiya. That means here it's not mentioned the waking state, but we have to take it waking, dream, sleep. If at all samadhi, okay, but you are sarvavastha vibhajita. All you are give up the you all the avasthas. Prityak Rupa, Prityak Chiti Rupa, Pashyanti Paradevata. Each every Prityak Chiti Rupa. Paran means outside. Pratyak means inside. Pratyak Chiti Rupa. External extrovertedness is called Paran. Pratyak is introvertedness. When you look in, then you will understand that Chiti Rupa, Chit Rupa. Non, am, I. Okay? Now, to make these statements all very clear, Arjuna, are you feeling very difficult to understand by listening to my contradictory statements? Don't worry. I will give you the simple example. Sixth shloka. यथाकाशस्थितो नित्यम्
यथाकाशस्थितो नित्यं
सर्ववायुः सर्वत्र गो महान्
वायुः सर्वत्र भूमहान्
तथा सर्वाणि भूतानि
तथा सर्वाणि भूतानि
मत्स्थानीत्युपधारय.
मत्सानीत्युपधारय.
The fourth feature, asangatvam, is established by giving the example of the space. Very popular. Many times we are discussing. Shastra also tells if you want to understand the consciousness Brahman Chaitanyam, you contemplate and analyze, think about the space, Akasha Dhyanam, Akasha Vicharana. So Bhagavan giving that simple example. Look here, Arjuna. As yatha akashastitaha nityam vayuhu sarvagato mahan. The powerful wind which is always stays in the space and moves here and there, that vayu. But vayu moves in the space, and any smell, that smell example not given, I am adding any good smell or bad smell, very very good smell, very very bad smell, anything, the smell is carried by the air. Therefore, if that air goes from here or that dustbin is removed from here, the smell goes. Now the question is, the bad smell or good smell which is carried by the air or which is created by that some kind of bad material is going to affect the space anyway. Not that the dustbin removed, that's why now. Even dustbin is there, bad smell is there, and the air is moving there, but still space is not contaminated by that smell. Without giving that example, Bhagavan simply saying that yatha akashastitaha nityam vayu sarvagatva mahan. In the same way, tatha, in the same way, sarvani bhutani, all these names and forms, living and non-living beings, things, everything, they are all masthani upadharaya, iti upadharaya, mastani, upadharaya, separate word, they were all in me. But Bhagavan here also not telling clearly this asanga word. See how the space is not attached by. Unless the teacher tells, how you will understand that as the vayu is moving in me, the powerful wind, in the same way all these jivarasis are in me. It is not simple statement to say that. This is already told that they are all in me. But they are all in me, but they are not in me. I am in them, but I am not in them. The meaning of that statements are all I am asangaha. Asangaha. How? Then through this example we have to derive that meaning asangatvam of the Lord. When the cyclone wind, powerful wind flows, anything happens to the space, space will get scratched, space will feel itching. Even big fire accident happens or volcanoes burst. There is anything problem happens to this space. What a wonder. Many times I told this example, Shastra tells, you take any Panchabhuta, they are all in me. Now you take space is talking. Space is talking. Keep the Bhagavan side. See, Vayu is in me, fire is in me, water is in me, earth is in me. All of them, they are in me. But I am not affected. Now let us put ourselves in the place of this, Bhagavan or Akasham. I am like a space. I am like a space. Body, mind, relations, possessions, happenings, mishappenings, good happenings. Many things are happening. I am not at all related to them from the absolute standpoint. To understand this, for us, this example, asangatvam, I remain unpolluted. Bhagavan given only the air example. You take in any example. Some fire accident happened, something totally become ashes. After some time, people will remove that all burnt things and everything. There again, a new construction comes. Space was, space is, space will be as it is. Nothing happened. What is that? What is the greatness of the space? If gross space itself is like that, what to talk about the Chaitanyam Atma? Who is that? Me. I. What a great joy. Then, where is all things happening? All are happening just on the screen. Anything may happen on the screen. Flood, tsunami, earthquake, accident, burning, anything. Any of these events affects the screen on which you are seeing the cinema. If we know that, then whatever may happen on the screen, we never scream. We never cry or shout. But now what is happening? You are seeing the cinema on the screen, but you are all screaming, crying, becoming miserable, taking it as real. Tada sarvani bhutani mastani. Understand this. Iti upadharaya. Upadharaya means know this. Catch this point. Understand this. Don't get lost in the Nama Rupa, Eka Rupa, Bahurupa, all that. Come to the Arupa. That Arupa is not somewhere, somebody in some time. You are that. Tattvamasi. So indirectly, that Vedanta teaching is powerfully given by the Lord here. So, sixth shloka, this example. Why the fire in the cinema movie not affected? Because unreal fire cannot burn the screen. anything. The dream projected by our own mind cannot affect the mind. So all these examples are very powerful. Still, one example last class I mentioned again in this place, because altogether, unless we apply to ourselves personally, closely, with drishtanta, we cannot understand the grasp the darshtanta. Formless, nameless vision, formless, nameless vision, your vision power, your vision, Pakara Shakti. Is it have any name and form? But it supports all the names and forms. It's a very powerful observation. Formless sound aspect, any sound doesn't have any sound, but it supports all the sounds. Smell-less, not formless, that is a phrase. Soundless, okay? Sound power, hearing power supports all the sounds. Smell-less, smelling power supports all the smells. Same way, tasteless, okay? Rasanendriya, supports all the tastes. Same way, formless, and mind doesn't have any its own form and its own thought, but supports all the thoughts. Now one step apply further. Consciousness, which doesn't have name, form, anything, supportless supporter for all this, how it should be grand and big and Brahman. So with all these examples and all, then the introduction first class of this chapter, I brought out one point we analyzed. If God is everything, God is become everything, good and bad also in the God only. That day also we concluded, yes, good and bad, everything is in the God only. But this is very big problem for all other religions. Whether we have to keep the evil, okay, good keep in the God. But if keep the bad in the God, how come? Then how we can trust that God? Okay, don't keep. Keep the bad, evil outside the God. If you keep outside, then God different and bad is there. Then God doesn't become all-pervading. He become finite. These problems will come, no? So in the same way, here also now, this good and evil, because now we untouched topic we are talking now, asangaha, good and bad are in the mind. To tell the clearly example, in dream you are seeing the good and bad. Yes or no? You are seeing. But are they affecting the dreamer when he wakes up and knows that he is a waker? No way the dreamer experiences are good and bad are affecting the waker. So that's why we were nothing attached to anything. That is the law. Nobody is attached to anything. This is the only misconception and the wrong notion. Okay. Now, then, seventh shloka. Sarva bhutani kaunteya
सर्वभूतानि कौन्तेय
prakrutim yanti mamikam
प्रकृतिं यान्ति मामिकाम्
kalpakshye punastani
कल्पक्षये पुनस्तानि
kalpadau visrujamyaham.
कल्पादौ विसृजाम्यहम्
This is fifth feature. What he wants to say here, what is his intention, Bhagavan, general meaning first. Sarva bhutani kaunteya. See, Arjuna, Kunti Putra, all these sarva bhutani, mamikam prakritim yanti. My prakruti, my potential power of that Maya Shakti. Maya Shakti is another name, Prakriti also. Prakriti, Maya, both are one and the same. Mamikam Prakritim Yanti. Yanti means they go and merge. Why is talking about the merge? All the beings sometimes appear, sometimes disappear. So when they disappear, they are all going where? They all will go back to me only. Me means what? My Prakruti, my apara Prakruti, para Prakruti, my lower nature, my higher nature. They all come and dissolve into the Prakruti. Then Kalpakshaye Punaha Tani. This is happening. Prakritim yanti kalpakshaye. That word we have to add there. Kalpakshaye means at the end of the kalpa. That means Brahmaji is that one day and one night and all that. We saw that Brahmaji's lifespan is so big. Even Brahmaji, when he, before going to sleep, as we yawn, Brahmaji also will yawn. We are yawning 3-4 seconds. Brahmaji is yawning, will go for 3 Chaturayugas. This is not a joke. How much Brahmaji's lifespan is real, that much Shastra describes this also. And when he wakes up again, when we know that 2000 Chaturayugas, day 1000, night 1000 and 2000. Okay, when he wakes up again, punaha kalpadau visrujamyaham. Again when kalpa adi, the creation, beginning of the creation, that time also, before waking up from also, again Kotayam will come, no yawning. That is also again 3 Chaturayugams. So 6 Chaturayugams goes in the yawning only. Okay. Anyhow, Bhagavan wants to say here, so everything is merging in me, everything is again projected from me. But when they are projected like that, this point is not said, we are just discussing. I just project and jivas comes erratically, randomly, all without any order. No. In the Purva Kalpa, whatever jivas having the karma, according to the karma, here another kalpa, srishti, they all will take that bodies according to their karma phala. So I am not allotting anything to them or doing anything because I am untouched. Here in this sloka, nirvikaraha and achalaha, the feature of the Brahman, me, nirvikaraha. No vikara, no any modification happening in me because of the srishti, sthiti, laya. Okay? Mini, our sleep is called Laya, and big Pralayam, sleep of the Brahmaji is called Pralayam. Nothing. Now bring the statement to our personal level. Sleep. In sleep, what is happening? Entire world, entire experience, experiential world completely goes where? Goes in me only. When I gets up, again it comes. You see, for example, so we know, we heard from the Vedanta here, you are wake up, you are sitting on the bed, somebody is sleeping. So for you, there is again, everything is there, but that particular Vyakti, individual, there is no. Not only that, if 20 people are sleeping, 10 people, each one's dream is different. Each one's dream is different. And I woke up from the dream. For me, dream gone. For me, I realize that dream is unreal. But still, for another body, the gadget, that upad instrument, the dream is continuing, is thinking the dream is real and living in the dream. Now here, why this point I am telling, as long as we are not heard this Shastra, this Gnanam, this teaching, we are all in Ajnanam. Now after you listen this, you wake up to your higher essential nature. But whoever wakes up, whoever hears this knowledge only, not everybody. If you hear and you understood, your husband not waken up to this, or your wife, your friend, your children. So every individual in that upadhi, with that particular small individual mind, should work and intellectually wakes up from this slumber, ignorance, and come to the Gnanam. Gnanam is what? Waking up what? Just understanding, listening this teaching. This marvelous and glorious teaching. Again, until I we establish in this knowledge, we keep on here. So, Bhagavan telling about this altogether, all they go to Karanavastha. Prakriti means the Karanavastha, and again come into the Karyavastha. Then, 8th shloka, प्रकृतिं प्रकृतिं स्वामवष्टभ्य प्रकृतिं
स्वामवष्टभ्य
विसृजामि पुनः पुनः
विसृजामि पुनः पुनः
भूतग्राममिमं कृत्स्नम्
भूतग्राममिमं कृत्स्नम्
अवशं प्रकृतेर्वशात्.
अवसं प्रकृतेर्वशात्.
Same topic only Bhagavan telling here. So far we have learnt 5 features. Nirvikaraha, Achalaha together, or Achalaha if you take another one, 6 features. Then in this 8th shloka, so I keep the Prakriti, my Maya Shakti in my control. I am just creating again and again. That means making them to dissolve in me and again making them to evolve. So Visrujami Punah Punah. Visrujami means create again and again. What? This Bhutagramam Imam Kritsnam. This entire Namarupa Prapancha, all Jivas, everything. Okay. And Their jivas were unfortunate papa. What? They have no any choice. Avasham prakruter. Krishnam avasham prakrutehe vashat. They are all binded by, forced by the Prakriti. They are all become slaves to the Prakriti. Vashat, without choice, again they will all will come. Okay? But whoever understands this Maya, Prakriti, and recognizes his essential nature as Brahman Chaitanyam, for him it won't affect. See, now I realized Brahman, or I understood what is Brahman, everything. But still, here the Prakriti functions are happening, no? This body, you listen now the Bhagavad Gita class today, all this. But sleep will come after some time, hunger will come. Prakriti functioning as it is, without any excuse. Avashyam. So what we have to understand here, we should not take here, I have no any, okay, I am helpless. God is doing everything. God didn't say that. Jivas are all bhutagramam imam. Avasha prakrute vashat means when you consider yourself as jiva. The ignorant people who consider themselves as the jivas, Bhutagrama means all other jivas except human being, except that human being who got the jignasa and mumukshutvam, except that mumukshu jignas who come to the satsang, who listens to the Bhagavad Gita, Brihadaranyakam and the Shastra, except that jiva, that person, all other are avasham prakrute vashat. Okay? So in this way, see in Vishnu Sahasranama, when we chant the dhyana slokas, how we start? Shantakaram bhujagashayanam padmanabham suresham. Bhujagashayanam padmanabham suresham. Up to that, it is a ekarupa saguna sakara varnanam. But the first word Shantakaram, I am so peaceful, Shanti. My mind is now in a utter Shanti peace. Show me. Shanti will has having any shape? Any mental feelings doesn't have shape. But Shantakaram, but in the form of the peace. Now connect to the fourth word, fifth word. Vishwadharam. Immediately Ekarupa to Bahurupa. Then immediately Gagana Sadrusham. You have to stop there. Again, you should not go to the Meghavarnam. Meghavarnam you have to bring to the first three. Bhujagashayanam, Padmanavam, Suresham, Meghavarnam. All those are all attributes, Ekarupa, Saguna. Vishwadharam is Bahurupa, that is total. Gagana Sadrusham. Now we want in this Dhyana Sloka Shantakaram and Gagana Drusham. As like the space, who added, who constructed that shloka maybe, but see, Gagana Sadrusha means what? This is what? Bhagavan given the example of Akasha. So I, the consciousness, as like space. So I am Sarvagataha, I am Sarvadharaha, I am Asangaha, I am Nirvikaraha, Achalaha. All these features are me. Remembering, thinking, contemplating, nididhyasanam on these words is leading a spiritual life and the spiritual sadhana, nothing else. All other things won't lead to no anywhere. Only this knowledge will makes you free from sorrow, delusion and fear, all these things. Okay, we'll stop here. So only 7 shlokas. No, 8 shlokas we studied. Prakritim Swam. Further we'll continue in the next class. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः 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 हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ हरि ओम तत्सत्